Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I transformed myself into Yandere-chan. We're starting off with a CC cream and I'm putting this all over my face so we can get a nice flat color. Make sure to put this on your neck as well. Then I'm grabbing a highlighter. I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes, along my cheekbones, and my brow bone. So I'm just blending this in with my hands, and then I'm grabbing MAC's Painterly Pot and using this as a primer for my eyelids. Next, I'm going to grab a black liquid liner, and I am just lining the top portion of my eyelids, and I'm adding a wing at the end. To widen my eyes a bit, I'm using a light shimmery eyeshadow and placing this underneath my eyelids along with the inner corners of my eyes and on the top inner eyelid. Next, I'm grabbing a dark brown color and I'm going to create a new crease that Yandere-chan has. So I'm creating a crease on the inner portion of my eyelid and I'm going to blend this outwards. I'm going to darken it a bit, so just continue putting layers on top of each other to achieve a natural looking crease. Now I'm going to add on some black mascara, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to color in my eyebrows. I'm using a dip brow with an angled brush, and Yandere's eyebrows are pretty thin, so I'm just going to color in my eyebrows a little thinner than I normally do. So now I'm adding false lashes to my upper lids to really exaggerate the eyes, and I'm also adding lower lashes. This is optional, but I really wanted to try it out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put in my contacts. These will really help with widening your eyes. Now I'm placing a foundation powder all over my face to set the makeup. It's pretty simple. She doesn't wear very much makeup, but I decided I'm going to add a little bit of blush because Senpai makes me blush every time I'm around him. So now for the hair, I'm going to put on a wig, but you really don't need to. You can be any type of Yandere-chan you wish. So for Yandere's school uniform, you can purchase this online, but I wanted to show you guys how to make it. So my mom and I made one ourselves, and this is how you do it. We started off with a white polo shirt. I actually bought this at Forever 21 in the boys section, and you're going to need some navy blue fabric. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I made this template and I just went ahead and measured from the shoulder to the neckline, and I'm just going to flip this over and we're going to trace where we are actually going to cut. So we're gonna actually cut off the collar and the collar in the back as well in the front, and so that's what I'm doing right now. So now that my collar is nice and cut off, I'm going to remove this button in a little bit, but now we're ready to go ahead and make some markings on our blue folded fabric. And I'm just marking where the neck lies. I'm grabbing the template and tracing that out. And I'm going to also draw out for the back portion, the portion that hangs over the back. I would suggest leaving too much fabric, so leave more. It's better to have more than less than what you think you're gonna need. So I'm marking the middle portion of this and we're folding it in half again so we can cut it out evenly for both sides. So now you should have something like this. I went ahead and pinned some of it together and I'm going to sew it all along the edges. So once it's sewn together, cut little markings around the corner and the edges so you can fold it inside out. Once that's flipped, I'm going to grab some white ribbon and we're going to sew it onto the edges of this little sailor thing. For the sleeves, I'm grabbing the same blue fabric and I went ahead and measured the width of the sleeve. I have this folded in half again, and I'm measuring this 3 inches in height, and you're going to make 2 of these. So cut these out. And you want to make sure that you are cutting on the fold because you're going to open these up in just a bit. So now you can open them up and it should look something like this. I'm going to place the ribbon on again and we're going to sew this on. So once it's sewed on, then we're just going to flip it in half on top of itself and we're going to sew right along here to create a circle. And this is going to fold up for the sleeves. So now I'm just pinning this down on the inside of the sleeve and I'm ready to sew it along the edge of the sleeve. So do this for both sides. Now we're gonna pin down the larger portion, the collar and the back flap. So go ahead and pin that down. Make sure that everything looks correct when you flip it over the pins, and you're ready to sew that onto the shirt. So now I'm just cutting out a small piece of my blue fabric, and this is going to be the portion where the red scarf thing is going to go through. So it's just something very, very small. You're going to sew it into a circle like this and attach it to your shirt. You can just tack it down if you really need to. So for the red tie portion, do the same thing that you have done for your navy blue fabric, but leave extra fabric along the top. It's going to be longer, and you can cut it to a point at the edge. And when you sew this, you're going to sew it all along the edge, but you're going to leave a little portion in the middle so you can flip it inside out. So once it's sewed, you should have something that looks like this, and it'll just wrap around your neck, and you can put this through your little blue slot. So for the rest of the costume, I am wearing this blue pleated skirt that I found at Forever 21. I'm gonna be wearing black Vans along with some black tights. And that is about it. That's all that I've done to achieve the Yandere-chan look. If you like, you can add some blood onto your costume. I personally like the bloody Yandere-chan. Now Senpai is sure to notice you. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you have any other suggestions for costumes and cosplays for me to make, leave a comment below and I will try to do that for you. But thanks so much for watching. My name is Cupquake, and I will see you guys later. Bye!